Becky Long and Andrea Giusti are here with us to talk about Expo Idol kickoff. How are you ladies doing? Good morning.
Great, thank you for
Thanks for
having
your
us.
Good morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for your patience and listening to us. Talk about karaoke and
enjoyed
UK
it.
sports.
Good.
Right up their alley.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So let's talk a little bit about you guys. Maybe first, Becky, you are you're the co-chair.
Yes, sir.
Capital Expo Idol. We had its grand return last year,
Absolutely.
right? And I think everything went really well. I mean, everybody enjoyed themselves.
It went really well. Me and Kim Bickers teamed back up to bring this event back to you guys. It's one of
Yeah.
our best events that we have at Expo.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a great year last year. And that's how we kind of got teamed up this year.
Yeah. So how did you
I
end up?
attended, and
Yeah.
it was a great event.
Yeah.
So then we got to talking about
Like, hey,
we
we
could
could
be a
find
part of this.
some-
Yeah, let's figure out what we can do.
So, Andrea, you were with Expre Credit Union, and you guys are title sponsor of Expo Idol?
That is correct,
Okay,
yes.
great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because that's, there's a lot that goes into that, and I'm sure the Expo team appreciates any help that you guys can provide. So logistically, how do you put something like this on? How do you, a lot of planning?
Yeah, a lot of planning. We've
Yeah.
done it a few times
Okay, yeah.
through the years. I've been part of it probably since 2006. I think we didn't hold Idol a couple of years, so that's a pretty good time span to kind of either figure it out or not. So, we start early. We start getting with the locations that we would like to hold the events, and those are our preliminary sponsors.
Okay.
So we hold the event at their location, and it's usually a night that they already have karaoke going on. So we'll hold the event there. We'll select two individuals from each location to compete at the finals at
Okay.
Expo.
Okay.
And this year, Expo is June 7th and 8th.
Okay. That's coming up.
It is.
Yeah.
It seems like yesterday we just had Expo, so
Yeah.
here we
Yeah.
go.
Well, we want to focus on Idol, but just to let folks know, you guys are doing a different location this year, right?
We are doing a different location this year. When the city of Frankfurt did the whole revamp of 2nd Street, at first I wasn't sure about it, but we went and did a walkthrough this past Friday. And after being down through there and seeing just how much nicer it is on 2nd Street, it's done up really well.
Yeah.
There's places for electric hookup and stuff that we would need for vendors that are coming in. And after walking down through there on Friday with the city of Frankfurt, I got a little excited.
Nice.
I believe that people are going to be pleasantly surprised because there's a lot of room, a lot of way
Yeah.
to set up anything we want to do. We're doing a cornhole tournament this year. We're bringing that back. That's been a favorite thing. So
Yeah.
we're going to be in a new spot, and I think everybody's going to be pleased.
Well, we'll get into more of that, I think, as we get closer to the event. So but we're talking about Expo Idol because people need to start thinking about it. They got to come up with their song. What are they going to sing, and when they're going to come out and do it. So
Have you all been known to dabble in the karaoke yourselves? And
I'm a cheerleader from the back.
Yeah,
And if I do karaoke, I'm way away from the microphone behind everyone
Okay.
else that's in a group,
group setting's good. That was
Yeah,
you
there
that
you
said
go.
that, like
Yeah.
duets or just big groups.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought we were doing a duet. Just kidding.
She'll do it.
yeah, we've got some music queued up for you. Let's go.
They forgot to tell me that part.
Oh wait, we did. We can talk about that. I like to sing. I don't sing as much as I used to, so I enjoy karaoke. So yeah.
Do you have a go-to if somebody was like, you got to get up there? What
Or
are you
you just
picking?
got a feeling like whatever the vibe is that you just
No,
got
I have
go.
go-tos, and all my friends are like, "Can you pick something else?" But yeah, I like Black Velvet or Crazy
yeah,
by
yeah.
Patsy Cline. It's not
Nice.
karaoke if you're not doing Patsy Cline. So yeah.
Black Velvet is who?
Alana Miles.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Elaine, something like that.
Great
So,
one.
anyway.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk more about Expo Idol.
Let's do it. So somebody's watching and they're like, I've got my karaoke song and I can do this. What do they need to do?
Well, at least know 3 songs.
Okay.
Don't let that keep you from not coming. I'll explain that a little bit more.
Okay.
Our first location and I'm going to go over who our preliminary sponsors are and where we're going to hold the events. So our first event is going to be April the 24th, which is just right around the corner, and that's going to be held at Parlays. 21 or older to compete there.
Okay.
Following week will be Brick Alley on April the 30th, again 21 and older. La Fiesta is going to kick off the Derby weekend Cinco de Mayo with Capital Expo Idol on May 3rd. And that particular location, you can compete 16 years or older. Okay. Roses is going to be on May 8th. Mi Fiesta on the 16th of May. That is another location for 16 and older. And then our last stop will be Miguel's on May the 23rd. And again, that's a 16 years and older.
Okay.
Were you going to ask me quick?
I was just going to say, based on my track record, I would probably want to stick to the 21 and older venues.
Yeah. So you can just pick one of those, right?
You can pick one of
3
those.
songs. We just show up to one of those, or more if you want to.
You can go
take
to
another.
every single one of them.
Okay.
And I have
If you're
seen...
like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling
Had
it.
an
The
off
brick
night.
alley, I had an off
Yeah.
night. Didn't quite get it in. I gotta-
We'll select 2 people from each location. So
Okay.
if you don't make it through on the first round, please come back to the next one. We've had many do that. You know, when you don't win the first time, just keep on going.
Yeah.
You know, keep
And-
on trying. So.
And if you're not used to it, but you can get you get the nerves out on the first one, and maybe I'm gonna be more comfortable going into the next one.
Absolutely. And I'll be emceeing the preliminary events, so
Okay.
you'll see my face, and I try to make it as fun and
Yeah.
easygoing as possible. But what and how this works is you'll come in, you get to pick 3 songs. The first song you get to decide to sing. Okay, the
Okay.
first song is
Okay.
yours. So you want to do the one you feel the best with.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the first round, the judges will go back and kind of deliberate, and then they're going to pick their second song based upon the songs that they chose on their form, which
Okay.
kind of makes it fun because
Yeah.
if a judge hears you do one song, they might say, "Hey, I want to see how they do this song."
Yeah.
What they're looking for while you're up there is they're looking for vocal performance, stage presence, and a knowledge of the song that you're doing, and then overall. Okay. The cool thing about it is I know it's a competition, but you're also competing for the Friday night entertainment of Capital Expo.
Yeah.
And the possibility, actually, to become the 2024 Capital Expo Idol.
Yeah. And so it's not just can you sing the song, but you got to be, you got to do the part up on the stage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, it's the environment that we have is not, we try to make this fun. It's what it's meant to be. And at the end of the day, my years of being a part of this, I've seen folks that, they weren't sure about it.
Yeah.
But by the time we were finished with the whole endeavor, there was a whole different level of confidence. And some of these folks now sing in bands
Yeah.
Great.
and other things. So it's a lot to it. It's fun, but you also gain a lot of self-confidence, and you also get a lot of new friends, great people.
And you were
Like
telling
this
us,
one.
and you were telling us during weather that people shouldn't be intimidated, and they shouldn't feel like I shouldn't enter this unless I think I can win it. That
Right.
there's all levels.
Absolutely, it is. And like you said a minute ago, you go to the first location or whichever one you make it to, and you don't feel it and it's not your day, you gain a little bit of knowledge from that, and you come back the next time and you try.
You might decide that just wasn't the song selection for you, so then you're like, oh wait, maybe I'll
Yeah,
go
try
back to
this.
the next one,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
other song will work a little better.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things about, we don't do this at the prelims, like American Idol. Prelims, we'll talk to a contestant afterwards if they have questions. But
Like, here's what we were looking for. Here's
Yeah,
moves,
absolutely.
Think about this next time.
And then at finals, though, they will make comment and kind of give some feedback to the people that came through, all of the prelims to come to finals. So it's kind of fun. You get a little bit of feedback that way.
And finals is at Expo itself, right?
It is
Okay.
at Expo. It's going to be Friday, June 7th. It's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m.
It's not karaoke style though, right? Like is that correct? I
That-
remember.
That is correct.
And that's kind of important.
Yes, thank you for bringing that
Yeah.
up. So, at finals, it's ran like karaoke. Yeah, you get to come in, you have your monitor. But at finals, you are performing. There will be no monitor up for the words.
Okay.
But don't let that scare
Yeah,
you.
sure.
I know for some folks, I mean, I have to have the monitor sometimes because just to remember the words
Yeah.
is a lot for me. But at the end of the day, I used to do it all the time when I would sing, and I had no problem with it. But because I haven't been doing it, I don't, you don't use it, you lose it. So don't let the idea of no monitor turn you away. It shouldn't be a reason at all.
Yeah, you'd be amazed at what your own memory can do, especially
Right.
when anything's set to music is one of the easiest ways. Even people who with bad memories, So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things with Esprit coming on board, it gives us the opportunity to give some wonderful prizes
Oh,
to these
prizes.
contestants.
Prizes.
let's talk about what people can win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So first off, it costs you $0 to participate in Capital Expo Idol. It costs you nothing. You just need to come to the preliminary locations and compete. And at each location, we'll select 2 people. First place will receive $75. Second place, $50.
Oh, each of
At
the
each of those
preliminaries.
At
Yeah,
each
at each of
preliminary.
those locations.
So we're going to have 12 individuals to compete on June 7th. They will receive their payment at finals.
Okay.
So, once they get through, they're already either $75 or $50 richer.
Okay.
The prizes for final is going to be first place will be $500, second place $250, and third $100.
Nice.
And we'll also have little awards and stuff. To give
Sure.
too.
So, I mean, that's we're not fooling around. Just out of curiosity, is that a check?
Well, yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's a big giant check.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. But I will say last year's winner, Olivia McCants, she works for the Kentucky History Society. And she will be here this year.
Okay.
She's going to sing our national anthem.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah,
kind of
I mean, she
talked her
walked
into
away from
singing
it,
in
yeah.
between.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm excited to have her come back. And
Great.
And that's
And sing
something
for
else
you
that
all.
if you win this year, then you can come back next
Yeah.
year and do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she walked away from it a little bit of a celebrity after last year. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, to get through all of that, you've obviously got some chops, right? You're
Yeah.
winning the preliminary, and you're getting there and beating out 11 other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if people want to participate, all they got to do is just show up, right? You don't on at any of the.
Registration starts at 7:30 at each of those
Okay.
locations, and so just be there to
Get going
register
about
for
8.
that.
Yeah, any of those dates that you see on the screen, just show up. Registration begins at 7:30, and again, you don't have to.
No entry fee.
No entry fee, and you're good to go. And if people want to, if they forget this, if they didn't take a screenshot or memorize every venue, easiest place to find a list online.
Facebook, Capital Expo
Capital Expo
Festival Facebook page. We have a web page as well, kyexpo.com.
Okay.
And then June 7th's the finals.
Yeah, for the big expo. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much for coming here today, and thanks to Esprit for sponsoring this to help make this happen. I think
We're
it's such a
excited.
great program you guys have got going.
I think it's going to be another spring and summer that are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good way to kick it off.
Always.
So, Scott, are we going to see you at one of the prelims?
We'll work on it.
Yeah. I know.
That'd be a great
I
segment for
don't
the
know.
show, Scott.
We've talked about doing it
Oh,
on
the
the
phone
yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about singing doing something like that on the show.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have to actually do it in front of people, but it's still quite the barrier for me to sing in front of people.
Well,
Maybe we
I
could
think
do the Masked Singer at some point.
There you go.
There you
That'd help.
go.
That'd help, yeah.
I think we got to work on them. That's really good content. We get you out there on stage in the thing.
Phew, I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it. Ladies, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We do want to share one more
Please.
thing,
Yeah.
if we can,
Yeah.
please. I
So
want Andrea.
Xpree has this fun little selfie photo booth that we
Okay.
take out. It's mobile.
Yeah.
And so we'll have that at each of the
Oh, at the
prelim
prelims?
spots.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can kind of have fun and take some pictures while you're there. So,
Perfect. A lot of fun.
Yeah, everybody loves taking pictures like that. They had a bunch of those at Keeneland yesterday I hadn't seen before, and everybody was getting all their. That's good. Awesome.
Harvey, when we come back,
Yes.
we're going to go through community calendar. We'll talk a little bit about Mark Pope and the excitement yesterday. Lots of fun things coming up.
Did we get any question? We talked about karaoke with you ladies. Did y'all have any Rupp Arena memories, or that y'all want to share? If you don't, that's fine.
I do.
Put you on the spot.
I was for sure going to bleed blue because my dad was a UK fan, thinking, and he worked for the 101 Club. But I mean, I remember this one thing for sure is when we had the Civic Center here in Frankfurt when they used to do the blue-white games, and I remember getting Sam Bowie's autograph on the brochure.
I didn't know they did the
I
They
didn't
blue
know
used to
they
do the
did
blue-white
blue-white here.
games
Wow.
here, and I don't know if it was something for. I just know I'll
Yeah.
never forget it. It was at
Yeah.
the Civic Center here. So I've been a fan throughout. I've been to many games at Rupp Arena.
I love
What?
going to the games, but I'd have to say taking my daughter to Sweet 16 games, especially when
yeah.
the county that we lived
Heck
in
yeah.
would actually make it.
Yeah.
Those are
That's
always
cool.
Those
fun.
are special.
So, yeah, those
for
are
sure.
special. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've got the Committee 101 is like that's in my future. I think eventually the blue coat.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to do that. That's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, Becky and Andrea, thank you guys so much for coming here on a Monday morning and getting us going with the karaoke. And we're gonna work on Scott and get him up there
Okay.
for one of the prelims.
You can do backup for
Yeah.
him.
There you go.
Somebody needs to hear
Right.
this.
There's some duets we can do.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So set me straight just real quick. If somebody showed up as a duet, is that possible in this?
Question.
Or-
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
We'll
Duos,
allow
trios,
it. Yeah.
just duos?
It's just the one prize amount goes to the
Yeah.
group,
Yeah.
just so people know that. But
Right.
another thing, if you say that, we do allow people to bring an instrument. Like if they want to bring a
okay, yeah,
guitar,
sure. Yeah,
they don't
okay.
have
Do
to
it.
use the karaoke music. They just
Okay.
have to be responsible for setting it up and all that good stuff at prelims. But yeah,
Yeah, do a
it
little
doesn't have
Bob
to just
Dylan.
be karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
What do
go.
you think? A little Islands in the Stream or
Are
something?
you gonna do the Dolly part or the Kenny Rogers part?
Oh, there you go.
All right.